God, Hollywood actors just never bloody age, do they? I was looking at the A-list cast for this movie and I think the youngest person in here is Ryan Reynolds, who's 44 years old. Maybe that potion of everlasting life from Death Becomes Her is actually real. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Apologies, I'm really late to this one, but I saw the first movie and I really liked the trailers for this one, and I really wanted to spend some time talking about it. Spoiler-free review, not that there's really many spoilers to ruin for people anyway, but let's just dive into it. You're probably watching this video because you've seen the first one already, but if you haven't, then Ryan Reynolds plays a bodyguard who essentially lost his license thanks to a job he took in the first movie with Samuel L. Jackson, who is a hitman. Whilst on vacation to forget his troubles, he's approached by the hitman's wife, Salma Hayek, to find her husband and save him from capture. And that's really as complex as the plot gets, or is at least the only thing that you really ever need to know when watching this. I think the plot is probably the least important factor when it comes to this film. Most people are either watching this because they either want to see the cast, or a comedy, or just see the action set pieces. And on those three factors, it completely delivers. This is kind of one of those easy math equations that you know the answer to. What do you get when you add Ryan Reynolds to Samuel L. Jackson, Salma Hayek, Antonio Banderas, Morgan Freeman in an action comedy film? It equals a really good time at the cinema. You've also got some supporting actors such as Frank Grillo in here, but they're just fine, I guess. In fact, I want to spend a bit of time talking about how I think Salma Hayek completely steals this film. She absolutely nails it in here with her performance and her comedic timings. It's essentially this extravagant road trip between her, Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson, but we never really got much from her herself in the first film, so I think having her star as the main character for this one makes it stand out from its predecessor. Ryan Reynolds is, well, Ryan Reynolds. He's an actor that I think everyone knows by now, whether they love or hate him, and for me he's just impressively consistent at being funny in whatever he's in. So when I say Ryan Reynolds is being Ryan Reynolds, I don't mean that as a bad thing, I mean that it's just a guaranteed fun time with him. Even Morgan Freeman I thought was pretty funny in this. He does well to play the overly serious character in such a stupid and ridiculous film. Honestly, I think the only down point was not having enough of Antonio Banderas. I absolutely love watching him, and to see him be cast as this generic villain I feel like was a bit of a wasting casting choice. I would have also maybe liked something a bit more from Samuel L. Jackson too, as he essentially does the exact same thing he did in the first one, which is fine for some characters, but I would have loved to see him maybe adapt more into a comedic role as well. Even the action set pieces in this are pretty funny as well. Like I said before, this is essentially a road trip type movie and we get these extravagant action scenes across the whole of Europe. Some of it is noticeably green screen, but it's never enough to detract you from the good time that you're currently having. And honestly, that's all that needs saying. I checked on IMDb and it's actually got a score of 6.5 right now, which I think is quite harsh, all things considered. And I feel like that doesn't really do it any justice at all. While it's not really innovative or anything new, it's a surefire laugh and a guaranteed good time at the cinemas. Honestly, Salma Hayek and Ryan Reynolds are what make this movie for me, and if you enjoyed the first film or have liked any other Ryan Reynolds action movies you've seen, then I'm pretty sure you're going to really enjoy this one too. Nice, short and easy review. Well, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Have you seen it in cinemas yet? If you have, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you liked this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, it really does help me out. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews on movies, anime and video games. Until next time guys, take care. Bye bye.